welcome back. This is going to be part 2 of the trailer rebuild. Going to get into paint and wiring and lights and everything and finish this out. So enjoy. As of right now, I've got the roller pins painted. I've got the base part of these primed. The foam's gonna slide down over most of it to that bend, so I'm not too worried about it on the inside of the foam. But these have been fully primed, and I've got the second layer of black on the first side. Tomorrow I'll have to come back and finish that paint. I've finally got the trailer all set to go. I had to add in an extra brace just to be sure I wouldn't have any issues with that top rung. But I've got the entire thing primed. I'm letting it sit for a while, and then I'll come back to it. But yes, I have everything, including the brackets, primed up. The springs I decided to leave on there, and I have those primed. Everything's pretty much ready to go on the paint, and then I'll get her painted and be done. Be able to start doing wiring. Alright, so I got the first coat on everything. I took the wheel off because I didn't want to paint it, but the whole winch is painted. Got the ladder painted all through the winch pole. Whole trailer's got paint on it now. And this is just the first coat. I got to come back tomorrow and finish up. Do any touch up with the spray, do all the rolling for the majority of it. But yeah, so far it's coming out looking pretty good. And then over here I've got the axle. I got it kind of painted up. It's got its first coat, and I'm going to be rolling on as well on this. So I'm not too worried about it. But I got the bolts. They're getting a flat black because the rims are going to be a flat black. I'll actually be painting those as well. These are all set to go. They just need to go through their drying cycle. And then I got to get the new lights up the top, and they'll be good to go. Yeah, this is what I got so far. On my way to getting her back under the boat. I've got it all finished. Get a nice shine on it. I'll be doing the clear coat tomorrow after the 24-hour dry period. That way I get a really nice gloss on everything. Went ahead and got the fenders rolled on top, so that way they match up with the look of the paint. I got the axle repainted its last coat of black. I'm actually going to be doing the outside of the hubs flat black to match with how I want to do the rims. I've already got the bolts taken care of, the lug bolts. Those are already done. I'm just waiting to get to assembly so I can start putting those on. So I'm going to be rearranging this box compared to how I had it installed last time. Before I had the wires coming in here from the harness and then wires coming out this side, and they were having to loop around to go into the trailer. So what I'm going to do is flip it. Realize these are going to be, the markers are going to be wrong, they're going to be reversed, but I'll be hooking it up and double checking as I go. But this way it comes in on this side, wires come out and go straight into the holes right there. So come out here, straight in, real short exterior trip. Well, I have the driver's side lights wired up, all 4 of those. And the tail light are wired up. The reverse lights are wired up. I wanted to go ahead and test, make sure everything was going to work out on this side, and I'll actually record what all was involved with putting in the wiring on the other side. So then I'll still have the 2 lights here I got to wire up. I've got lights that are on the ends of those posts over there, the guides. So I'll actually have lights that stick up out of the water on the back. Those were already on there. I'm upgrading to LED. And then I'll have a railing that's gonna sit about right here, attach here, and then come up and over, and it'll actually have a light underneath it because I'm gonna have a U-bend at the top, the railing. So I also upgraded to a bigger roller for the bow roller and went ahead and replaced the keel roller here. So those are brand new. Every roller is brand new on here now. So I won't have any worries about tearing up the boat on these. Gonna do a quick test on the lighting system. I've only got from the junction box back on all the green lights, so I won't be able to test the last two up front, and then I still have the railing I gotta install as well, and it's gonna have a light, and then I still gotta get the side guides installed and get the light wired up for that as well. But here's the test on a 9-volt battery, so it's gonna be a little dimmer than what it actually will be hooked up to the truck. So, new update. I've got the trailer pretty much ready to go. I still got to get the handrail put up right here. I got to drill out the mounting holes for it too. But otherwise, it is ready to go here. That's the wiring for the light at the end of the handrail. This is all done. All the lights are installed. All the wiring is done up. I got the fenders installed. I've got new bearing covers installed on there. All the side guides are installed. We are almost ready for this to go back down on the ground. I am just waiting on the wheels to paint and finish drying. And we got these suckers right here. They'll end up drying into a flat black, just like the lug nuts or lug bolts. And then I'll get this these installed onto the trailer here probably tomorrow, as long as they dry right. But yeah, she's almost ready. Here's a look at the junction box with just about all the wiring put in. Only thing I don't have wired is the DC power cord for charging the batteries on the boat. I will have to get that at a later time. Otherwise, all these pins will have liquid electrical tape put on over it to help waterproof the connections. All right, the spare, I'm having trouble getting it on the rim right now. Of course, my tire valve decided to snap, so I gotta get a new one. But the trailer is now down on its own wheels. I did finish the regular tires. They are all set. I'll be changing out those center caps to black ones when I refill the grease. So I'm not too worried about those. But yeah, she's finally on the ground on her own power. I'll have that spare up there fixed here soon, and that'll be set to go. And then I still got to get the ladder handrail put in. So I'm just waiting to get that bent to shape and set out so I can put the light on it as well. But that's all we got left. Well, I officially got my new trailer VIN tag as well. So that is ready, and I mounted that already and so forth. I did notice something on my spare tire mount. It's not really set up for an 8-inch wheel. So what I plan on doing is I'm actually going to cut these corners off right here, here, all the way around, and that way the wheel can sit all the way back on the plate. There's a bit of a gap right now, so I'm gonna try and get that fixed up. That way it sits nice level, and I do plan on finishing getting that rim mounted up there. Gotta get a new air nozzle. But otherwise, the trailer is all set to go. I actually had her out on the road and moving. Everything's holding up good. I have the spare all finished. I finally got it mounted up all the way flat. Here's a look at the back. And here I got the corners cut, so it will actually fit on the 8-inch rim. If I ever have that off, I might do a little more shaping on those edges, but otherwise it holds perfectly fine. I'm still waiting on the handrail. COVID has kind of slowed down the progression on that. The guy I was going to have do it has been out, so it's just a waiting game. It's pretty much the last piece I'll need. The lights on the ends of the guides, these things right here, I'm actually going to be taking these covers off, painting the globe, because these suckers are super bright. I'm gonna get some translucent paint and I'm gonna layer it till it darkens down. But that way it's not shining bright light right in the face of the person behind me. So here's what I've currently done on the ends of the guides. The lights, they ended up pretty bright and they were white as well. So I wanted to just change these to green. What I did was like a spritz of flat white paint, and then after that I put another coat of I put green on top, translucent green, so the light shines through. I've already tested them. The light does shine through all right, but it's like a dim, easygoing light instead. I'll do a how-to on it with the third light for the handrail here shortly. So here's the light that's going to go on the handrail. As you can see, I already went ahead and dusted it. I did a real light mist and coating from about 1.5 feet, 2 foot away of the white paint, and then what I'll do is go back over it with the translucent green after it dries for a little bit. I have these finished up. They're to a color I'm happy with. Light will shine through decently, but it won't be super bright. And I'll have the handrail light on there soon enough. I've got it painted with the green at the moment, and it'll get a second coat here soon. Well, I have the bulb done. This will be the last one that'll go on the handrail. I'm gonna put the cap on this and get her finished up, and then just let it sit and dry. And she's all finished up. Well, it's time to get her weighed. We'll see how much the trailer weighs so we can deduct it from the boat when I get it weighed right after. them back. Ran about 400 pounds for the trailer. So we'll get her backed up, get the boat loaded, and go get a real weight for the boat. Well, we got the weigh-ins. The trailer was 400 pounds, right on. And then the boat on the trailer was 1,420. So, 1,020 pound boat I'm pulling. So, got me a final number finally. So the trailer was a piece. It was definitely something interesting. A lot to it. Just between work, kids, family, all that stuff made it a little harder to do, as well as money was available. But yeah, about 2 months later, it's finally done. Still got the handrail as well. That's the only thing I'm missing on the trailer itself. Once I have that installed, you'll see that in future videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe to view more videos as I bring them out. I'll be getting the boat actually out on the water here soon. So otherwise, sit back, enjoy, and here's a view of the final product.